Hello boys and girls, my name is Yoshi. Welcome back to my 100% blind playthrough of Donkey Kong Bananza for Nintendo Switch 2. What did we do in the last video, you may say? Well, what else can I say other than that after, like, ages, we've arrived at the planet's core, or as it's called in this game, the Forbidden Layer, I guess. The actual final level of the game. And that means by then, we of course also got through the feast layer because of that. So we were able to get through that. And yeah, so we're on the last layer of the entire game. And hopefully this will be the last time going to it too, because I've been waiting to at least finish the main storyline of this game, because my idea was finish the main storyline, then clean up everything else once it was done. And this right here is where we get to punch through. Just like that. We'll get to the end and it should be simple, right? But, yeah. We got through all that, and we got through all the rest of the feast layer, which let us go all the way to the end of the file later, as well as defeated the last boss. Until we met this very chilly dude. The most annoying secure tone in the entire game. It says, I won't let you out here unless you pay $9.99. So we got that off camera, sort of. We got near the end of the video, and now we're gonna pay this. Watch all of our gold that we just spent trying to get this out go away, all just to get to the end of the game. I believe it's worth it, and it will be worth it in the end. I figure since we took this long to get through, we may as well get to the end. If we have to grind gold again, I'm not gonna make you all go through all of that, so perhaps I'll just skip that instead. Anyways, looks like our cannon over here can be used here too. Oh, wait, I see what it is. I see how it is. We can't just easily get through here. They expect us to go on this side there instead. Now, we do have to find some beavers and frogs and stuff in this layer, as well as more vanadium gems for later, but unwelcome at the Golden Furrow Gate. Exactly. Alright, well, we're not gonna talk to any of these people, because we can't get all the secrets. Which leaves us with only one thing we really can do, which is to get one of these collectibles. I kind of want to go for burnt red for though. Okay, well there's two nearby I just found. There we go. As you can see, Donkey Kong's quite mad from having to pay this much gold. This is what he does for a living when people make him angry. Whether it be K. Rool or something else entirely, he can do pretty much whatever he wants. In terms of smashing. Anyways, okay, this one is at least nicer. Alright, well, let's at least get some gold back. Maybe that will give us access to one secret. Not like it matters, we're not going for that secret. What does he say? It's probably mean. Monaco surface dweller came here looking for the value moot. The intruder forced their way through here, but never came back out. Ugh, suspicious. So we have to use our con power up to smash our way through this. Whoa! Excuse me. I did not see that there was nothing there. Oh wait, hang on. We have to use our flying move here. I see. The game knew we were close to the end. Exactly. We're finally at the end. Close to the core of the route, at least. I figured if we're this close, we might as well finish the game. Alright. This is the core we've been waiting for. Surprise, surprise, Void is back again. It's about time. Welcome to the planet core. This baby here, it can grant any wish. Isn't that right, Vanadium Root? Just one problem. Vanadium Root is taking a nap. That, Pauline, means it's your time to shine. That same power you refuse to share? You're gonna use it to wake up the Vanadium Root. Sing for me. Use your power. Let me guess. My singing is that powerful, huh? Okay. Oh, we forgot to change our skin, but that doesn't matter. I don't care. I could care less about what I have. Yes, of course you'll not sing. So what's he gonna do then? Is he gonna capture her instead? That's the only way I would think. Oh, you'll sing, and you'll sing loud. Alright, now we have to use Void. Amplification on. Now where are we? Oh, I see what it is. Nice trick, Void. No singing, no Bananza powers. He knew. He literally knew it. No singing, no Bananza powers. That means we have to beat him as normal, plain old Donkey Kong. But it's fine. Alright, so that mechanic we learned from using the Fraton stuff to go all the way around. Oh, somehow we barely attacked him in time. Excuse me, it'd be nice. Don't have to deal with all these enemies, or other stuff. I just realized you can throw stuff at him to make him run. It's probably what you want to do a lot of damage. Got him. We forced him onto the next platform. Yeah, I'm kind of stuck here. It'd be nice if I stopped throwing these into the frickin' wall. That's the one thing I don't like about this game, is that it forces us to do other stuff. And we have to go back to the start because we failed that badly. That's gonna waste a bit more time. Wait a minute. What if we even sing? I have no idea. I don't never want to find out. No singing, no Bananza powers. No singing, no Bananza power. Okay. Now we have to go to these. So we have to use this terrain to get around now. Just as I expected the final battle to be, also, one of these is gonna form a way for us, right? Or his attack itself is gonna form a way for us. Thanks, Void, for really opening my path for me. Alright, well, so far this is an interesting final fight, especially since we can't even use our powers, so it didn't really matter what we had. Alright, now we need to rush over. Fastest way of doing that is with a roll. Yeah. Alright, let's just punch this fool out of existence now. My precious wish. My infinite gold, he says. Oh, this is a trick. He's using one last trick. You lose, he says. Whoa, what happened, Donkey Kong? Did he get it? Did he get it with the ray instead? So now I have to sing. Now, well, I must sing in order to save him. That sound? Oh, we could still do our beat. We can just beat our way out of this.
We have the power. When we're together.
Oh, should I sing it anyway? This is ending. It's pretty emotional so far, I will say. Alright. Okay. There we go, we're back now. Wait a minute, who's that? We just saw someone that looks very familiar there. You'll see what. You might see it. Oh my, what's that? Oh, there's his emote now. You're the ones that released me. Wait a minute. Oh dear. Didn't we just talk about him? Yep, King K. Rool's somehow back in this game too. Okay, I think that was just a fake final boss we saw before. Yep, King K. Rool is back in action. I've been trapped down here with my crumbling crew. Where are those no-good banana bandits anyway? Tooth and useless, but no matter. I can finally get my claws on the vanadium root. So that was a fake out. That was a fake out just to get through Void. Oh boy. Alright, well, don't see why we're not going down here. I said I was gonna show the ending. I better get through this. King K. Rool, the leader of the Kremlin Code, surprisingly sophisticated. And yeah, we're back at it again. Oh my goodness. Oh boy. Look at all this gold now. Oh my goodness. Dude, we can't even get any gold from this layer. It's forcing us down with gold. Alright then. I figured that was a fake out, by the way. They didn't just go for all that to not send us directly to the planet core. So now we're actually at proper planet core now. That first part was the fake planet core. Now we're at the real planet core, and since we're so far in, we may as well keep going. We're now in the Kremlin courtyard. Alright, well, we don't have enough to get anything. Where does the map say A for secrets? I guess there's no point in looking. Guess we're headed towards this big statue thing, or whatever the heck that is. We'll get some help along the way, I guess.
Is that a statue of K. Rool?
So some of those guys in the ground, those were actually K. Rool's henchman this whole time. Alright. Here we go. Oh, now so that was just a fake out spot. Now we're gonna keep going through this. And yeah, just as I thought, this is not the end. That was just the fake final level. There's actually one level left to go. I mostly punched because I'm a little bit pissed off that we're still not done with this game. But yeah, I guess we better sleep in here, see what is up. We're definitely beating this game today, that's for sure. If it means skipping most of this layer, we will do it.
What do you think the fractons eat? Their bodies are like rocks, so maybe they eat crystals or something?
That means we won't see the skin tone for decay on this part.
It might turn out to be someone's great-great-grandparent.
Yeah, it's sort of a sayer, but I guess now you know. There is no, Void final boss. It was Gabriel this whole time. It's a big surprise, honestly. That's why you do a blind playthrough. It just shocks you with stuff you wouldn't expect. After literally not seeing him for several different Donkey Kong games, they finally decide to bring him back, all in his true glory. His last adventure was all the way back in Donkey Kong 64. At least that's about last time I remember seeing K-Rool. That they were able to bring him back and all. It's kind of exciting, actually. Alright, well, we need to correct our mistake now and do our next... Wait, did we not even buy it? Oh, I don't think we even bought it. Eh. Whatever. How much fossils do we need to get? We'll make a very quick pit stop. Okay, well, at least in this final fight, we will be able to use our power-ups, so I guess it could have been worser. Nice trap game. Trying to fool me with the other stuff. Wait, there is more stuff. Reduces damage taken from thorn spikes and vanadium mush? Fiery rain won't burn you and lava will be cooled? Whoa. Jeez, that's a broken ability. I wish I had had that sooner. Alright, well, I'm gonna get that then. Well, this just complicated things. What if we want to go for that secret? I feel like it'd be more interesting if we just fought the final boss now. I'd rather not wait another video. It'd probably be easier to just go to the plant core. I see, that's why they were trying to lock us. They didn't want us to wake up K-Rool. That was the plan all around, is to avoid waking up Will. But now we've done that. What have we done now? We've unleashed all hunger upon this world, clearly. At the very least, we are finding a lot more gold now. Where's the vanadium mush, I wonder? Is that the thing down there, or is it something else? I don't know. Yeah. Okay. That enemy sounds just like a Neki, and that's probably because now that we're in K-Rool's area, K-Rool's minions are starting to show up, so now instead of them looking like Void's henchmen, they look more like Will's old henchmen, which is a nice throwback to the original Donkey Kong Country games. They still have Void's face mask, but otherwise they're the same. They even still sound the same too, like the older enemies used to sound like. Whoa! Jeez. It was not a good start. Well, now we have to start from the beginning again. And that was too good to be true. I'll just keep dropping the enemies, I guess. I tried to hit that other enemy, but he just barely had enough time to hit me off, I guess. Doesn't help, I was focusing most of my energy on trying to get that fossil first. Again, we failed at the literally exact same spot. That one... Hey, he's just being freaking annoying today. I don't like baking health, so we're gonna purposely take the last hit so we get our So yeah, we're purposely taking the last hit. As you know, I do not like when the game starts being annoying with me, so it's basically like I already died then. Finally got him. That was the dude that trolled me before. Alright, we finally got past that outscore portion. Should have been a lot easier than it was, but then again, it is what it is. The fact that we could even get upgrades before going to this part is a little surprising, honestly. To be fair, in a normal 100% run, you probably won't even get to this part until later, but honestly, I welcome the challenge. Okay. Well, we couldn't really do much there because that was an Oscar. Even if we tried to skip it, Ostrich still couldn't fly far enough. But now we can maybe try using our different abilities here. Alright. Perfect. I know there's definitely other bananas to get in this area. We're coming back for those when we finish the game. Until then, we're just gonna try to get through this area as fast as we can. At the very least, the game is rewarding us by giving us more money as we go further on. Alright. Oh, this is damage. Wish I had known about that. Ugh. Jeez, they trolled me really hard. Alright. All of a sudden, we might actually die. And it's not even our fault, because we're really just getting unlucky. So now we're seeing Gabriel's entrance instead of Woods, which I think is quite interesting in this final area. Also, we could just do this. Perfect. Oh, that was a trick one. Wait, Wait, how do we get back up there? Or not? Okay, we just go down here. Surely there's at least some place that will give us juice again, maybe. But even if so, it's too late now. If we died at the final boss, we died at the final boss. It's probably gonna be very tough, knowing my luck. I guess this is a tough part about trying to speedrun. Keep in mind, if we were not playing with this specific amount of health, and this is why I got it, by the way, you would die in only just a few hits, or in some cases, one hit would immediately send you back, and that means, yeah, you'd have to play no damage for the most part in order to be fast, or you would get sent back multiple times. Alright, now we have more Xeners to deal with, except they're more like our traditional enemies, but we have a cheat move, thankfully, the roll we can just use to skip that. And also, we just got a store now, technically, because remember, we can mimic any store, so I guess that solves our problem of not having that. Stuff shop, I believe, is what we need. Good thing we got a lot of money. Of course, now we find one of those when we don't need it. Me too, but I got some apple juice just in time, so hopefully we'll make it. Not me, we're gonna end up being him anyway. Alright. Took a while, but we finally made it. Okay, Stompin' Clobber. Wait, oh, we have to face out all these. Okay. So we have to destroy its feet first, I see. Got him. Okay, looks like they're not gonna make it easy for us. Surprise, surprise, we're gonna have to do boss rush before we actually get on with the game. Stomping Clobber again. Almost made it to 5-star punch power, but we still got a ways to go. Knowing me, we're gonna have to go for all the different stuff. Alright, well, if this level gets dragged on long enough, maybe we are going to... I don't know. Silent swords are verse 30. Took many long hours, but we finally taught the local Fractones to speak. Now capable of verbal communication, the Fractones here have enjoyed hearing tales of our underground travels. We've seen so much, we've met so many, and thus have a new quest. We're going to start a village here. We're going to invite creatures from all the upper layers to live and trade with us. This will someday be a fighting village that attacks all kinds of residents. This will be the origin of new ones. As one saga ends, our next way ends. I just realized this is the main gold layer, right? This is probably where we're gonna end up finding most of the secrets. If we ever do decide to go for all the gold. Anyways, this isn't just a small layer, by the way. It's actually a full-on normal layer. I figured that the game would try throwing us a curveball. Well, since we don't have any extra food, we may as well sleep. And before that, we should try going for disc. There's still another new one. Okay. Right.
So, if all the Fractones visited home at once, it'd be the underground world's biggest rock festival.
Exactly.
DK, rock festival? It's funny because they're rocks. Good night.
Okay, interesting. Alright, we got more extra health. I think so far our health early strat has worked off, and we probably could get it finished by the end. Combined with our trying to get a lot of HP set up, maybe this will work after all. Yeah, in fact, looking at it now, this is a full big level, so I guess it's gonna be a bit longer before we get to the end, unfortunately. I do like that because this layer is mostly filled with gold, we get a lot of secrets just going around here. Alright, well, I guess we're back here then. I'd rather have, well, actually we have two, we could actually get both upgrades, which is perfect. This is mainly what we wanted anyway. So we got that. foreign spikes and vanadium much damage reduced. And then we have, in exchange for not getting upgrades, fire rain won't burn you, and lava will be cooled within a 50% larger AS. So fiery rain no longer even burns us anymore, so we don't have to do that stupid hide mechanic anymore. So whenever we go back to that other later layer, we can basically just grind stuff better. So all of a sudden, maybe going for the secret fossils on this layer might be better just because of that. But anyway, shouldn't be fooling around. We just keep going down. It's gonna be a while before we get to the end, so we may as well get through as much of the layer as we can get through. This is a big area, by the way. Massive area, in fact. Also, I messed up my secret again, but we could teleport around, assuming they leave teleporters at each area. Oh, we have to actually hit some enemies. Oh, great. It's not free, yeah. Oh. Oh, okay, we need to actually use something then. So this new area we have to destroy somewhat. These are foreigns. If we just go into them, they are not going to be able to use them. Actually, come to think of it, maybe we could just surf on it instead. It would make the most sense, actually, yeah. So we can just get one of these chunks instead and then surf. That's how we're gonna get to the end. This is only tricky because of this bad mechanic, though. Okay, they're gonna try and mess up our chunk, so we're gonna have to jump over everything. Okay. So we're just gonna keep surfing on this one chunk. Later, once we reduce the damage taken of the stuff, we'll be able to go back for the fossils later. But for now, we're just gonna kind of surf around and hope for our best. All these enemies trying our hardest to get through. Really? They still not giving us a chat point. I see how it is. They're gonna troll us more and more. And we just have to keep going down even further. More of this. Okay, well there must be at least one secret before the chat point. And when we were taking so much damage, we forgot to put on our proper gear, so we want to try and find upgrade soonish. That lets us go back. Or just any shortcut. Anything. Literally anything is all I care about. Whatever. Whatever, game. If you're gonna keep trolling me, I'll keep going around until they give us a chat point. We'll have to throw this out. More enemies. Now you get to see what the Kremlins look like now in this game. Gotta remember, we have to actually throw something at them. Alright, I see an apple nearby. Alright. Alright. Got him. Oh, they're not gonna stop coming, huh? They just don't stop coming. So now instead of a boss, it's just a bunch of regular enemies. So the Kremlins are basically throwing in their I cannot speak. Their last-ditch effort to try and stop us. Assuming I can actually find the last one. I see. Still not making it easy. Well, at the very least, we're getting sets. Oh, it was just bugged because for some reason that enemy wasn't counting as dead, even though we threw like so many things at it. It is gonna be tricky. Think we have to use this, maybe? Okay, maybe. Maybe not. Maybe this isn't the best idea. Honestly, it's probably best to use this again. Actually, let's try up gold instead. That might work better. Yeah, gold especially will explode, which makes sense. We use gold to explode on top of them, then hit them out. Trying to get each of these guys defeated first. What's being annoying. Really, we had many chances to finish them off, and yet we can't get it done. There we go, we finally got rid of them. It's literally just infinite enemies there, and now we finally get a cart. Let's get that off so we get a bit more vanadium energy back for our next upgrade sooner. More Sykes getting removed. We're still going really fast, but we still yet to find the secret. I think this is gonna be the last one now. Okay, well, at least we found a house. Okay, that works just as well as the secret. Well, we're definitely building this. And healing, because we need to. And we don't have to go back now, because we can just do this. I'm actually going to do this now. Actually, wait. Right. I forgot. This thing's right here. You know, this would have been a lot easier if we remembered to actually change our clothes constantly, but we keep forgetting. Fire rain won't bear you, and lava will kill you. And then girded breeches. Breeches, whatever it's called. Reduces damage for 4 spikes of vanadium mush. That's a big upgrade. That will help us out for this final area now. I wish we had that sooner. To be fair, honestly, even though this area ended up being a little bit sneakier than expected, at least we're getting closer to the end now. To be fair, I did say, well, you guys, that I do want to kind of finishing that aim first.
The planet core really is incredible, isn't it?
By the way, if I was certain...
Funny is, even somewhere like this, we can have a getaway built for us. They seem to pop up everywhere.
Exactly.
No matter how strange things get, it's nice to have something familiar and comforting to hold on to. Good night, DK.
Okay. Yeah, whatever, game. Looks like we have to wait an episode to get our finale part, so I guess I lied. There is no finale today, because turns out the game's gonna be annoying. Alright, well, there's only one other thing we can do now, and that's go around and collect everything else. Oh, found Frankie all the way down here. Look who's big hairy, Mom. Show up. Who? Okay, off. It's me, Cranky. Are you so dense you forgot your family? They'll show you well to hear this. Do you want to know why I dine here? Anyways, well, I'll tell you. Because it's a certain big shot was directive duty. When I heard there was bad and on the loose, I knew who to blame. Just had to suss out where the van hide, but a job wasn't done there. No, sir. See, it's so-called leader, the bunch was away from the frolic in the mines. You get what I'm saying? I had to leave the comfy island to be the hero just because you weren't around, Fooey. Should have been you riding Rampy all the way down here to avenge those stolen bananas, not me. What a walking cut. No idea how the fellow got some good with machines. Boggles the mind. He's just a coward using his gizmo to zip around some kind of buzzboy. I want verticality, climbing gird, or two. Anyway, I'm pooped. Vexing is tired work. That's all I have to say for now. And I bet you can change. Here, I got something for you. I'm glad we were able to find Cranky just before the very end of this game. But we're getting very close to the end now. Okay, that's spikes, right? So we can't just go through that. So what's our next best bet? Anyways, there's only one thing we can really do now, and that's find all the secrets. Ugh. Let's go find a map, I guess. I think what makes the most sense is to go back to Kremlin Courtyard just briefly. I know we skipped the secret areas, so maybe we're gonna go back and do those now. And again, by the way, the main reason we're speeding through this because I want to see the end of the storyline before I go back to get everything. How do we get us there? Oh, wait. Yeah, it makes sense. We're gonna have to use this, probably. Okay, that works somehow. It's probably not the exact way we're supposed to get that done, but we'll take any secret we can find at this point. So now we're finding 8-bit items, basically, huh? What would make the most sense is that we'd have to find items around this statue, probably more than anything. Right now, I'm actually trying to look for a secret area more than anything. There's probably a secret area hidden somewhere we don't know about. And knowing me, there's probably something on top. Be nice if these enemies stopped pounding the floor constantly so I can actually get up top. There we go. Sheesh, they were being annoying. Alright, let's see what's on his crown then. Okay, well, not what I expected, but we're still finding secrets. Okay, well, so far we've found a good amount of stuff just by going back. Might actually get an upgrade by the end. We need 5, I think, for an upgrade, though we probably won't get it in the end unless find stuff. Alright, looking at the map to see if I got the one or not. Okay, well, I didn't. That's just good, because that means I can pin it now. Okay, actually, hang on. Okay, so this one 6 try. Okay, so this one does have lesser bananas than normal, so it's not actually a full level. The last one had whopping 67. This one has only 20, and we found 8 of them already. But it has a surprising amount of fossils. So it's, I guess, partially a full level. Not a completely normal full level, but it's definitely long enough for a regular final level that feels more like a proper final level, which is nice. Makes us work for it, I see. Alright, well... now we can heal up, get this. That will give us an upgrade, which is good. We can definitely use that before the end of the game. If we can get the one that reduces damage upgraded, that will help us out a ton. That fiery one's pretty broken too. Alright, so we have to go all the way back down here. So we pretty much went all the way down. Oh, I see. There is a check mark there the whole time. So they were smart enough to think about that. Even though we didn't have a Dane Fane to hit, it just gave us the shortcut because we were so close to the end already. It's like, we feel sorry for you going all the way down but not finding anything. I like how they still ask for it, even though you do nothing. Alright, style shop, please. Give me this. I'd rather have this upgraded. It's tempting. It's tempting to get Vanadium Golden Fire, but we'll probably see that by the end. This time we will get. This time we will get that. Ooh, that was close. We nearly fell through the floor there. What does this say? Here lies Exarter on the adventure. May he rest peacefully as found in the warm embrace of the mother Vanadium Brute. That's not good. Does that mean you got destroyed, you know, or whatever? But I thought they were invincible. Oh yeah, wait. This is where we need to be. Alright. So this is where we're going to end, I guess. I thought we could get all the way to the end, but figures they had to make us go through all those miniature sub-layers first. But, hey, I guess it worked. At least we're actually at the Planet Core now. Not unlike that fake area we were there before. Still, what a surprise. Cave Roll is actually a final boss after all. I was actually wondering when Nintendo would bring him back. To be fair, they did us dirty by not having him in here for a while. He's been absent basically since N64 Donkey Kong. What a good rest. Thank you for waking up. We are excited to on an adventure from the Hilltop Rare. You must get around to writing the next part of the saga one of these years. Oh, that's the dude. That's the one dude. That's the one Rockfane that was writing all these poems here. That was his writing. I see. Cool. Alright. Well, yeah, we made it to the Planet Core, but sad to say, because of what we've had to deal with already, it's clear we're gonna have to end this episode here. And it looks like our final total landing into the bite will be 447. So we have 447 out of at least 900 plus bananas, probably. So about almost halfway done only. And we're now entering the final boss. So yeah. I'll see you guys in the next video, I guess, when we actually go do our finale and have the final boss. Well, hey, at least we took care of Void Khan, or rather, K. Rool took care of Void Khan. And now we get to Hinge K. Rool, which is something we probably haven't been able to do in a while. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Comment, rate, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.